All right, so this is going to be a shorter edition of my normal Sunday meditation because it's been a full week and I haven't really prepared any content. But I want to keep up with the schedule so that it's there, so we keep this channel active. Um, Busy week at work. I did get through all of the songs for JD's. We're adding 3 new songs for the JD's gig. And those should be a lot of fun. All of them are going to add a little more flair to our set list. And then the band got together yesterday at Marquee for a few hours for practice. It was one of the more productive practices we've had. And we were just blasting through the first half of the set list for JD's. And we're making effort. This happens as bands develop. You know, you don't transition very quickly from one song to another. In the last couple of gigs, one of the things that we noticed is, we play and then there's, a few seconds before you transition to the other song. But for an audience and for the professionalism of the band, you want to be able to transition quickly from one to another so there's not a lot of dead time or some lag. Sometimes it's fun to have band banter back and forth, and we do that. But sometimes you just want to go from one song to the next to keep the thing flowing. So we worked on that yesterday. We cranked through the first half of the set list. And then we did some work. We're adding 3 new songs. We've got a number of new songs we're going to add to the set list. We're trying to spice it up some, particularly with more upbeat, dancey stuff. Musically, we tend to be on the heavier side, but to bring that back to a popular audience, we're sort of adding dancey, disco-y, fun stuff to that with our own unique retroactive flair. So we got through 3 new songs yesterday. All of them I put, we ran through them 2 or 3 times each. I put them all ready to play at the next gig, even without, we're gonna have another practice beforehand, but even without that, I feel like we locked down. Like as a band, we're getting tight. I mean, I've said this before on this channel, the musicianship of this band is superb. Like everybody is just outstanding. So yeah, it's been actually yesterday was one of the funner practices we've had. Practice is always fun, but it feels good when everybody feels tight and right. And we're getting there. So the JD's gig is going to be outstanding. That's on the 23rd, and then the next gig, the Boca Hideaway, my birthday celebration is going to be good too. I'm going to start working on the set list for that. JD's is a 4-hour set list, and the Boca Hideaway is 3. So it's going to be, at JD's, we're going to have 3 sets. Because Boca Hideaway is shorter, we're going to have 2 sets. So the trick with the set list is making sure that you've got the right songs in the right places. For JD's, because it's a later gig, it's a 9 to 1 gig. The big set for that one will be the second set, because by the time you get done with that second set, it's pushing midnight and people are starting to fade on out. So the second set's the big one there. At Boca Hideaway, because it's 2 sets, it's 3 hours, and people are likely to stay for the whole thing, it is a 7 to 10 gig. The trick with that is to make sure there's good stuff all the way through, right? So to keep it threaded, keep the audience engaged throughout the thing. So as I structure that one, I'll probably keep the first sets. I think the first sets for JD is pretty solid. We'll probably keep it about the same for Boca Hideaway. The trick with that one is because it's only 2 sets, compressing, the second and third set material to JD's into the absolute best for that 2-hour block at Boca Hideaway. That said, it's hard to figure out what to compress because at this point we've got, frankly, just an outstanding set list. In fact, every time the Marquee folks that work there hear us, they always compliment our set list, how we've got the right songs, the songs that other people aren't playing, which is what this band is about, right? It's the fun songs that other bands aren't doing. So with that, this is this week's Sunday meditation. I hope to see those of you who are there or following this. If you have the chance, JD's on May 23rd from 9 to 1. Or if you're an earlier bird, the following Saturday, May 30th, at the Boca Hideaway from 7 to 10. And with that, if you've made it this far, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.